Here comes Thomas. I'm the number one engine. I shouldn't need to mention. Railway adventures. Hauling freight, I'm never late. Railway adventures. Look, here come my friend. Percy, Toby, Edward too. Henry, Gordon, and James too. Red and green and brown and blue. I'm number one and I know it's true. Following the tracks and right on time. I'm coming down the line. We are really useful, that's for sure. It's Thomas's Railway Adventures.
The Yankees in the island of Sodor love being really useful and doing their jobs. There's lots of many different jobs that they've done in the railway, such as passengers, for example. Hauling small freight trains is another thing they do in the Sodor Railway. But when they finish their trains, they leave them at the shunting yards. One of the smaller engines would normally take them away at this point to go and shunt them. And there they would arrange them onto separate lines just so they can get coupled up easily for another train. But not all countries work in the island of Sodor because engines need a place to sleep and rest. Engines to sleep would normally go to type of sheds. There are many other sheds in the island of Sodor, but this is the one we mainly look at here. The shed has got 5 different berths for 5 engines to sleep in. On this particular night, engines were just getting ready to go to sleep. They'd all had a busy day of work that day. Gordon was just about to shut his eyes to go to sleep when, "Hey everyone!" It was the Fat Controller. He had arrived with a man. "Hey sir, who's your friend?" laughed James. "Everyone," said the Fat Controller, "I'd like you to meet Mr. Andrews." "Hey, I remember you," said James. "You were the guy from the brightest shed competition." "That's right, James. Good to see you again, old friend." Well, I suppose it's kind of good to see you again as well. After all, you did take my picture last time." "You took my picture as well, James." Yeah, but we don't speak of that bit. "Tomorrow," continued the Fat Controller, "Tipmouth sheds will be under construction." But why?" Gordon asked. "Well, you see, each year we like to repair the shed's roof. You know, sometimes the guys get wet in the morning." "Oh yeah, I hate it when that happens," Percy said. "Yes, Percy," added the Fat Controller. "And this is why Mr. Andrews is here. Mr. Andrews is coming here to repair the sheds for you all," the Fat Controller finished. "It will be starting tomorrow. So, until then, we're just gonna have to find you all somewhere else to sleep." "I must go somewhere clean." "And I must go somewhere important," requested Gordon and James. "And I must sleep somewhere close to the mail depot." Wait, that reminds me! I promised Tom Tipper I'd be there with him tonight. I must go at once. "Percy's lucky," said Thomas. "He can spend a whole night working, but he doesn't get to sleep like us." "Yes," added the Fat Controller. "But tomorrow the post train doesn't run, so he's going to have to find a new home until then too." The Fat Controller stood up on an oil drum. "Right, so I'm going to dispatch you all to go sleep somewhere else for tomorrow. So you must remember all this. Gordon, you shall go to Knapford Station to rest." "Thank you very much, sir. That's a very important place." "Very important," added the Fat Controller. "Very, very important. And it's also important you get a good night's sleep as well. James, Henry and Thomas, you will spend the night at the work sheds." "Yeah, I suppose that's all right," said Thomas. Well, at least I'll stay clean there. I'm not really too bothered where I go, actually, as I'll go and tell Percy tomorrow where he's gonna rest." "Right, very good," said the Fat Controller as he walked away. "Come along, Mr. Andrews." Well, in no regards, said Henry, I think we all better get to sleep for tonight. Well, I agree with you, Henry. Good night. Good night, yeah, good night. Good night, everyone. The engines left Tidmouth Shed the next morning without a trace. The Fat Controller walked in with Mr. Andrews close behind. So, Vicky, the thing you're going to be working on properly, he said. I must say, it's a very nice shed. I can't wait to start working on the roof. Fat Controller turned around. And I can't wait to see what you do with it. He laughed. Oh, and speaking of sheds, I must go and tell Percy where he's going to be sleeping tonight. Goodbye, Mr. Andrews. You stop without me. Bye-bye, sir. Studied Mr. Andrews. I think I might need a cherry picker, a ladder, and crane. Yes. All important things for fixing a roof of a shed. This roof could do with a bit of work. Well, Gordon slept at Knapford. He didn't have a shed like the others, but he didn't mind, because at least he was underneath an important building. James, Henry and Thomas lived at a work shed, like what they had originally arranged with the Fat Controller. It honestly feels quite comfy in here, I guess. Though it's not as good as Tidmouth Sheds. Yeah, but we've got to make the best of what we've got, said Thomas. The James couldn't argue with that. Oh, and as for Percy slept in a new built shed. Percy didn't see if there were a nibble in the tree. Or he didn't even notice the tree at all, for that matter. Well, it's definitely not as good as Tidmouth, but I suppose it'll do, he said. Percy, we just settling down to go to sleep when... Oh! What was that? Percy didn't realise it was only rubbish being loaded into a nearby skip. But it still gave the little green engine a fright. He resettled himself to go back to sleep when he heard... Wah! It was only an owl, but Percy was still very frightened. He rolled forward again. He plucked up courage to go and investigate what the noise was, but then... No, he couldn't do it. He was too frightened. Then he decided to run. He completely missed the owl in the tree and the nearby skip. He finally stopped at the crane dock. He looked left and right, just to make sure it was safe. Seems safe. He shut his eyes to finally go to sleep, and then he heard a big loud durr. Percy didn't realise that Marvin was being towed in. But I scared him so much in this scary cave. You can't sleep anywhere on this island! What was that kid's problem? Let me guess, it was Diesel again. Hey, Percy, we're all trying to sleep here, you know. And I was too. Percy, what's happened? Scary sounds everywhere I went. I tried to sleep in a few places, but they would stop following me. And I was all alone. Well, you're not alone now. Well, we must find you somewhere else to sleep. Somewhere that's not so destructive, you know? But where on the island of Sodor's a place like that, Thomas? Gordon knows all kinds of stuff. We'll go ask him. Yeah, let's go then, I guess. Come on, Percy. Gordon was having a nice relaxing sleep up at Knapford when he heard, "Hey, Gordon! Do you know somewhere nice I can sleep tonight? Somewhere that isn't so noisy." I don't know what you mean. Well, Percy just told us that everything will come up everywhere he went. He couldn't find anywhere peaceful to sleep. Well, it was peaceful here until you lot woke me up. But peaceful's what we're looking for. Maybe you can share your sleeping spot tonight. I don't know. Come on, Gordon, please let him stay tonight. I don't want to be woken up again. As long as he's quiet, I guess. Thank you, Gordon. Thank you. Don't mention it. This is gonna be... No, seriously, don't mention it. Hey, everyone, let's all stay here too. Yeah, bunch up for me, Thomas. There we are. Now we're all safe inside of here. Well, not quite yet. Well, this is gonna be a very unusual night. It's, well, different how we normally spend our nights. Yes, well, good night, everyone. Good night, Gordon. Yeah, night. The next morning, the Fat Controller walked in. Hey, sir. Oh, hi. Yeah, good morning, sir. I'm very pleased to see you all here. And also, little surprise. Well, you'll all be pleased to know that you'll all be back together properly tonight. Mr. Andrews has repaired the roof, so you can all go home tonight. Last night was so much fun, Gordon. Yeah, and good night, yeah. Well, come on then. We've all got jobs to do, said the Fat Controller. So, I'm going to want you all to sort them. Thomas, go to the hunting yard. Gordon, stay here. James, you're going to have to pull some passenger cars.